morning. This is Brijesh Yadav. I am heading the network architecture for Rakuten Mobile. So today, basically, before we go and talk more on AI and the use cases, I'll touch upon on the sustainability and energy initiative that actually Rakuten Mobile has been significantly working this year, and we have a very good results. So I wanted to set up the context first that what exactly the sustainability and Rakuten Mobile we are talking about. So I'll talk on the sustainability part. So before that, to set up the context, let me talk about the architecture that we are having. So Rakuten Mobile basically, actually, if you talk about that, we have three kind of data centers. We have at center, we have central data center that is basically OSS, BSS, and the core applications. We have 4 data centers. In center, there are 48 regional data centers, and we have around 3,000 edge data centers that is basically hosting the low latency application. And right now, we are having mostly the RAN applications. That says that around 300K plus radio cell size, including 4G and 5G, that is having. Now, why actually I'm telling this? Because to show the volume of the applications as well as the downline, the infrastructure that we are having. And since it is a cloud native platform, for us, it was very important that we design this architecture with a highly performing, scalable, and agile architecture. And also, availability was the main thing that all applications should run and be available because we are running the voice and data critical services. So now let me touch upon in the context that for energy saving. So when we actually bifurcate the utilization of power consumption, if you can see that radio sites are the one which is majorly actually contributing on the energy consumption, which is 72%, which was our first target to focus on because of the percentage of the contribution. So now our vision was for that how lean on the energy consumption we can run, and also what are the initiative in the RAN application we could took to save the energy. And this was more aligned to the global commitments also. And if you see in the middle, 20% was the target for 25 years, which we successfully achieved this one. It required a lot of hard work in the planning. And how we have done, actually, we'll go through a video that will cover out. But before that, we wanted to tell that Rakuten vision is very much to the global commitments, and we are going to do more beyond this year because we are very much motivated because of the achievement that we have achieved actually in 2025. So let's see the journey and the results and the kind of initiative we have taken.
The digital world never stops. It runs on connectivity. But connectivity comes with responsibility. So we're redefining networks. Networks that power society while protecting our planet. Our goals: 20% energy reduction, achieved in 2025. Advanced sustainability AI initiatives will be deployed from 2026 onwards to achieve net zero by 2050. Our vision is to become a leading sustainable telecom operator, powered by a fully virtualized, cloud-native network. Our strategy is built on 4 pillars: net zero emissions, circular economy, digital inclusion, ethical governance. This is how we build, operate, and scale our network responsibly. AI-driven optimization is already delivering results. At Rakuten Mobile, we redesigned the network to respond to demand. We built 2 autonomous systems: MIMO, transmit muting, and 5G cell intelligent shutdown. When traffic drops, active transmitters reduce and put idle cells to sleep. When traffic surges, full power returns automatically. AI predicts traffic patterns. Neighboring cells balance the load. The result? Significant energy reduction, zero customer and service impact, fully autonomous execution. Both systems operate together inside the RAN intelligent controller. They monitor traffic in real time. They predict, decide, and execute. No manual intervention. At Rakuten Mobile, we deployed 5 AI-driven energy-saving initiatives across RAN and data centers, improving efficiency and sustainability. Together, these measures delivered 20% total energy savings in RAN. This is only the beginning. Rakuten Mobile is transforming sustainability from ambition into execution, autonomously. Join us on the journey to net zero.
Okay. So that was the initiative, and if you see that mostly the RAN application level energy initiative we have taken, N- still there is a lot of things to do on the hardware level and the cloud level that we are targeting this year to do on top of it. And now, actually, I wanted to talk about how the Rakuten cloud native architecture and the openness is supporting this programmability and this autonomous energy saving initiative. So I think no need to mention that Rakuten is from day one is a cloud native. This is well known now, and we have all application. If you talk about is open and actually exposed through APIs. That says it is making us a programmable network. So any kind of initiative that we are going into lab and thinking that, okay, this is the thing and the procedure can save energy, we are easily able to automate that. And there are a lot of, the things we could do, the 5 initiative like in the video we talk about. So now this openness and the data center, the cloud native data center is helping us a lot. And now I'll talk about little bit that what are the challenges. So if you see the level of hardware equipment we are having and the kind of different vendor application we are having, it is not easy to basically centrally observe it that what initiative contributing what level and how it is not causing the impact to the customer. So we realized to have a centralized energy management system to develop and have it in the Rakuten Mobile. That we started and now actually in the trial phase. And with that, actually, these are the four, if you see, the questions that emerged why we thought of having is like which initiative generally reduce energy, how to know that, how to monitor that. And also, if you observe, there are traffic shift, is there a really efficiency gains or not? That is also you have to monitor. Let's say if I'm taking an initiative, how much actually we are able to measure the real efficiency coming from this initiative. So these were the challenges we decided to have a energy management system in the network. So this is how is the architecture. There will be the center data center. We have a common energy management system which will be integrated to all domains networking equipment. It will be not only monitoring the initiative, even we are thinking of having a central this system integrated with the CMAS so that we are able to configure and program the equipment as well in terms of energy saving actions. So this is how actually is going to help us. Now, overall in this journey, there were challenges and lessons learned. So if you see the importance of whatever the challenge, like quality of experience over energy saving, because you have to equally understand that experience of the customer should not get negative, it should improve. And also, since we have fragmented observability, it was not easy always to get the reports and monitor it. Now, these are the learnings I will say, like 5 learnings we can say, like it is really very important that you measure first what methodology, how much it is going to save, and how safe it is. That is important. And like a cloud unlocks real-time tuning because of the programmability elasticity, this cloud native gives us a very good advantage to actually tune this. There are small steps that's required you need to take and roll out in the network that is going to actually exponentially in large scale save energy. So this is an initiative. So in short, if you see, this is one of the very, I can say, the focus initiative we have taken last year, and we are going to actually add on top of it in the future. So that is all about the sustainability. Now I'll pass it to Mehmood.
Thanks, Rajesh. Thanks, Rajesh. Okay. Which one?
This one. The next.
Okay. Okay. Hello, all. My name is Mahmoud. I am Vice Director for Mobile Network Supervisory Department in Rakuten Mobile. So today, let me take you through a journey of excellence. I will focus on the activities we did in Rakuten Mobile to ensure the customer experience as well as network performance, and how we are doing this through the intelligence of AI. So in Rakuten Mobile, we are having a very clear objective, which is providing the best customer experience and being number one mobile carrier in Japan. In order to achieve this, we have built our own strategy on a clear set of factors. First factor is the visibility that is really representing the customer experience. And this is happening through a huge and wide and different set of data coming from different sources like statistics, field testing, and crowdsourced data, customer sentiment analysis, many sources. However, although these data sets are different, but all of them are on the same cloud and data lake we are having. The second thing is all of this strategy must be proactively taking and defining the needed actions for ensuring being leadership and improving the customer experience. And then everything must be done in a benchmarking way. And all of these data must be correlated and must be driving a solid and clear directions. However, this process is really consuming time. And if it is done, allow me to say, in a legacy way, without naming anyone who is doing it, then it will consume more than months or days or weeks. Now, the only correct way where we believe it should be the way to perform this analysis is AI. And here we are getting all the benefits of involving AI by converting analysis that are consuming days or weeks or months into just a few minutes. So this strategy focused on a set of factors. They are 5G focus, where we are wanting to increase the availability of 5G, minimize the latency and the packet loss, and ensure we are having a centric customer experience feature. The second focus area was the coverage by improving the cell edge users experience, enhancements through software features. We introduced the platinum band, and we are going to introduce the satellite to mobile direct connectivity. And also we are going to provide as well the Wi-Fi coverage. For capacity focus, we are continuously doing bandwidth upgrade for the areas where they are having limited bandwidth, especially the areas and tunnels and that are covered by GMCIA. And we are also working to have a smart and proactive planning that is prevent us to be in a situation where now we need an expansion. And the last one is the end-to-end performance assurance. And here I'm mentioning it is vertical and horizontal performance assurance. So Rakuten Mobile is the first of its kind to be a cloud native and open RAN architecture. In cloud native architecture, we are having two aspects of performance. One is the vertical, which is coming from the application to the cloud layer. And the other one is a horizontal end-to-end between applications reflecting the customer journey. So both sides must be assured from performance point of view. And definitely the ways we are listening to the customer, the voice of customer, we are putting a high focus to it to ensure that we are getting the reality of what customer is feeling about. And here we can see the results of what we are doing right now. So according to Open Signal, we are able to see the improvements of no signal availability comparing February 2023 to December 2025. We see around 42% improvement. It's not only providing coverage and reducing the no signal availability, but on the other side, we can see how our consistent quality index is improving by around 22%. And this is a sample of coverage and capacity enhancements focus. So comparison between December 2023 to December 2025, 5G traffic increased by around 7x times, and 5G traffic share increased by around 5.5x. And one of the major areas we spent efforts to it this year was around Osaka and Tokyo tunnels, where around 85% of bandwidth upgrade will be completed by 2026 for Osaka and 80% for Tokyo by 2026. And here, one of the things we did for the 5G focus by improving the software with the collaboration of Rakuten Symphony, and we can see our download speed increased by around 520%. And sorry, the time on 5G, which reflects the availability, increased by around 520%. But it's not only the availability, even the speed itself increased by 20%, and reducing the packet delay and the packet loss by 13 to 16%. And here, this is one of the important things, which is continuously we have to define new scores, to define new KPIs that assure the customer experience. And one of the things we developed this year was a unified area score, where we are willing to make everything correlating the network and the market together. This will start by defining the layers and the regions and the prefectures to be on the same levels of polygons and the clusters. And on the other side, this huge set of KPIs that are representing the customer experience, we are finding an intelligent way through AI to put all of them and group them on a way that is very simple, but at the same time indicating the areas of improvement. Yeah. And now let's see what we are doing from a local perspective, how it is benchmarked from independent third parties, locally and globally. So these are Open Signal awards for Rakuten Mobile. Open Signal is a third party which is independent. And here we can see the figures from 2023 till the latest report published in 2026. This is almost a journey of 4.5 million subscribers till we reached 10 point something million subscribers. Always we can see we are on the top of the levels, either globally and locally. And in the last report, we were a global winner for time on 4G and 5G. And we are global leader for upload speed experience. And we are high performer globally for consistent quality gaming experience and voice app experience. And now this is how Rakuten Mobile is benchmarked versus the global operators. And we can see for all of the indices, we are by far higher than the global average of the worldwide. Yeah. Yes. Now let's see how we are involving the AI to achieve all of these results and to improve the process for customer experience and the network performance assurance. So in-house, this is something built completely in-house in Rakuten Mobile. We build our solution for AI Mastery on top of Rakuten AI to achieve the end-to-end performance through AI multi-agent system, capacity forecasting, proactive customer experience detection. We have a unified intelligent hub and doing the correlation, revelation, and also customer-centric performance matrices. And here you can see how we build our agentic AIs for different sets like quality benchmarking for user feedbacks and detecting the drifts and also cost and risk tracking and another multi-layers. And end of the day, all of them are collaborating together to define the needed actions and where we should put the focus. Now allow me to play some demos that can clarify exactly how our product is working. Before that, the results we are having 80% improvement in the end-to-end complex scenario and around 50% improvement for both domain-specific use cases and the routine tasks.
Welcome to AI Maestro, our fully in-house innovative AI solution for end-to-end performance and capacity analysis. AI Maestro consists of multiple powerful modules. First, our KPIs and Documents agent, which consists of document search module, uses intelligent document retrieval to find answers instantly. And our KPIs analysis module is a comprehensive solution for fetching and analyzing KPIs from multiple sources across Rakuten Mobile, including SimWorld, OpenSignal, Radcom, and others. Our data science agent allows the user get deep data correlative analysis from any network performance data. The benchmarking auto RCA engine provides AI-powered, in-depth root cause analysis via a user-friendly interface.
Now let's deep dive on the last model, which is benchmarking auto RCE engine.
Auto RCA engine uses AI to deliver comprehensive root cause analysis through an intuitive interface. The workflow is simple. The user uploads a drive test log file, whether 4G or 5G. Once the file is uploaded, the system provides access to multiple radio analyzers. In this demonstration, the radio link failure analyzer is selected. With a single click on Generate RCA Report, the system initiates automated log parsing and radio message level analysis. Behind the scenes, Auto RCA engine processes millions of captured signaling messages, KPIs, and event triggers, applying rule-based logic combined with AI to accurately determine the root cause. Within minutes, a complete report is generated. The report includes identification of radio failure events, detailed technical explanation based on captured messages, radio conditions and KPI correlation, expert-recommended optimization actions. This analysis is available for both 4G and 5G layers, ensuring full multi-technology support. It provides detailed, event-level breakdowns, allowing engineers to examine each radio failure individually with complete technical context. In addition, the system clearly explains the surrounding coverage conditions, including signal quality, radio environment, and KPI behavior, giving a comprehensive view of the network state at the exact moment the event occurred. The system enables full report export, including an executive-formatted PDF RCA report and a structured Excel file containing detailed, event-level root cause analysis. Auto RCA engine transforms what previously required days of manual investigation into an automated, scalable, and data-driven process, significantly accelerating troubleshooting, enhancing benchmarking efficiency, and enabling smarter network optimization decisions.
Yeah. So this analysis as a benchmarking analysis is very well known process for all the experts in the field. That is time consuming process, consumes both efforts, time, and requires detailed analysis. For example, for one city, it will require like complete week to do the analysis. Here we simplified it to be done automated in less than 50 minutes. So this is one of the great examples how we are putting the efforts for AI to ensure full management of performance and capacity and the customer experience. Now, that's it from my side, and I'm going to hand over to Sachin, the Chief Data and AI Officer in Rakuten Mobile. He will take you more deep dive for AI and data. Thanks.
Thank you, Mahmood. Morning, everyone. What you saw from Brijesh and Mahmood, how we are making use of an AI to drive the measurable gain, whether it is sustainability or whether it is an operational efficiency. So, my theme here, it's talk of intelligent growth. So the point that we are talking here today, and maybe over next 5-10 minutes, we're going to talk on how we are using AI for the growth. Efficiency piece, I'll just skip it because that's already been covered. So the key focus and the priority that we have, how do we build a network which is customer experience driven, autonomous and sustainable? That's the piece, right? Telcos, how do they build the experience driven network in an autonomous manner for the better sustainability for the larger society? And what makes AI actually? The real part is how do you do that on a live network in a running business state, right? That's the key. And let's understand why a lot of these initiatives which people start, why do they fail? The larger reason of a failures are primarily because the data is isolated. It's fragmented across multiple data lakes, multiple data repositories which come through. Building models is not very difficult. You could download it from Hugging Face and a lot of other open source state. The whole idea is how do you consume those data and models in a manner to generate those insights. So that's the difficult part of it. And the second portion, the last portion is on the team, the competency, the skills that we're talking about. These are primarily three reasons. A lot of the investment which is being made on AI, they don't cross the POC stage and they are stuck there. These are primarily three reasons. And we have a solution. We solve this piece in a hard way, but in a structured manner. It's not a one-off case. So the first piece that we're talking of, all the data that we have, all the telemetry information which comes through, they all get stored into a single data lake. Whether it is a network data, a customer data, a consumption data, all the data sits into one single common lake. The certain task specific models that we've built, which is specifically focusing on some of the activities which the teams performs. One example that Mahmood gave of the log analyzer, which may take days and weeks. That task is embedded into an AI and that performs in matter of few minutes, not in days and weeks. We don't stop there. We identify those actions which are generated. Again, a human in the loop comes into the play to evaluate the output of the AI, and then we instrument the orchestration of the remedial action, and then we do the closed looping of it. So this journey from the data till the model evaluation, remedial action, and then making a closed looping of it. This is something which is unique that we've done. I should not call it a unique again from the perspective, but this is a common theme. But ability to navigate through the complex network state is something that is unique to us actually. Again, I'm not going to emphasize cloud native, automation by design, open RAN interfaces. All these helps us to achieve what we've done. Yeah, these are the key aspect of Rakuten Mobile, how they build its piece. Now I'm going to focus on the growth side of it. So where it's this comes through. So let me walk through give a perspective of this piece. So I'll take few minutes to just explain each of these items. So what you see on top is a capability and a platform, the foundation that we layered on top of it, which is the data platform that we have is built in-house. We don't use any of those public hyperscalers or public cloud. It's all deployed on-prem and a technology which is again same as what we run it on radio sites, what we run it on core site. The same platform powers the data platform as well. Now this, the second part that you see on the social graph, this is a hard part of it. This is how do you derive intelligence from the data and stitch through a meaningful action to give you an insight which can be acted upon. So that's a social footprint that we've taken using all the digital footprint of the customers that we have. How do we stitch a social fabric and then derive an input and an action on top of it? All these behavior analysis, the interest, whether you are a gamer, shopper, traveler, these social fabric helps us to identify those personas and those can be acted upon. Now, these are the four typical use cases that I'm going to talk on. The AI for growth that when we talk of what it means is how do we acquire the quality customers? Which place we should acquire them from? What kind of a targeted people we should look for and give them what proposition for them to go and acquire it so that they continue to enjoy the services and stay long with us. They don't churn out. And this piece of insight which helps us to drive those marketing initiatives, sales initiative to acquire those people and bring them onto the network. So I think that's a hyper local marketing that we're talking of. Again, one of the key elements from the growth. Now, growth doesn't stop there. People who come, they churn out. This is a problem for every telco. How do you identify and find the signatures of early people who are disengaged, who may churn out, not in now, but in next 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks? This piece of identification of the signatures and detecting them, why people are churning, what should we do to ring fence those people and driving an area of interest for the marketing team to come up with the right proposition to reach out to those people and then stop the churn. So our churn prediction algorithm, which is again very proprietary to us, helps us to detect 1 in 2 customers who may probably churn over next 6 to 8 weeks time frame. And this input helps us to take those marketing interventions and then prevent those customers. So that's the second element of growth that we're talking of. The third piece that we are talking of, how do we increase the ARPU? So we have a very fixed plan. We have three buckets. Somebody who consumes low data, he pay 1,000 yen. Somebody who consumes mid data, he pay 2,000 yens. And somebody who consumes unlimited data, he pay 3,000. Now, obviously, the margins are more on the top end of the bucket. So how do we identify and entice people to consume more data? Now, should you engage him more with the right campaigns and the right propositions for him to start consuming more data is something that AI helps in identifying those people and then reaching out to those people with those right propositions and campaigns to improve their coverage. So that's the third last pillar that we're talking of. This is combined with the device intelligence. So we have a device campaign which we run through. Now, whom do we reach out to? So think of it uh, from a mobile perspective and from a Rakuten group perspective. So group has a much larger audience who consume Rakuten services. Now, is there an ability that I can identify people to give them the right device proposition so that they can consume the services and continue to enjoy with us? This is one of the churn prevention piece that we are talking of. Now, this intelligence of what device they are consuming, what point they change, why they change, what are the competitive offer that they go and consume it, can we replicate those pieces? Again, these are the intelligence piece. These all get derived from the social graph that I just explained on top of the chart, which helps us to identify those people and then reach out. So, in nutshell, from a growth perspective, when we say potentially making use of data, derive intelligence out of it, and create an insight for the marketing and the sales team to deliver a meaningful action helps us in the growth of the Rakuten business. So we are trying this piece. Last year was a POC for us. The results are phenomenal. And now this year is a production rollout. We are going to scale up these pieces of operation for the entire mobile business we are talking of. I'll just touch base on one use case which is not covered here on the efficiency side of it. So we've built a very unique platform with the use of an AI. Now testing. Now why testing is so critical? Maybe it is not okay. It's not appropriate for people on the existing MNO which use legacy technology because that testing is performed by the service provider itself for them. So there is no need for a rigorous testing. We build software for us on our own in-house with the Symphony team who builds, whether it is a radio network, whether it is a platform services that they go and come up with. So it's very imperative that we do these rigorous testing before we roll out into the production. This testing cycle time was taking quite long. And I think we took that opportunity, deployed an AI solution, created a platform out of it. So if you need to test a QA for core services on the platform, it's a just matter of configuring once and it runs through it. What this helps us? This helps us to reduce the 80% the efficiency we're talking of close to around 15 to 16x. And we are talking of the efficiency for the team is improved by 80% is what the results looks like. And this has been proven for the core domain that we're talking of. Now we are trying to roll this piece out for RAN software testing, core software testing, which helps us to improve the quality of the services that we test and the time and has the cost piece as well. I'll skip this piece. I think Brijesh covered this stuff. The R app that we're talking of. So now the secret sauce which sits here, why we are able to achieve level 4 autonomous on RAN and energy efficiency. One is a open interfaces, the technology, the architecture that we have. And the second piece, the key reason for it is the RAN intelligent controller, the RIC platform, which is developed from Symphony that helped us to consume and deploy these R apps. These R apps are nothing but a machine learning algorithm which identifies when the sites are less congested, less traffic, less consumer, reduce the power so that you're able to improve the cost reduction piece from the energy perspective. And when the sites are not being used, how do you use that piece of an information to shut down the cell? and automatically bring that up when the traffic comes through. So this whole stitching of when to act, uh, the entire prediction algorithm which is built into the machine learning algorithm, uh, when to wake up and when to shut down is a decision which happens in an autonomous fashion, which is detection, action, and then waking them up when the traffic comes through. This whole solution is something which has helped us to achieve this level 4 automation, which is not a human intervention involved, which comes through with it. I will just skip this piece. These are all the stuff. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for me. Thank you very much.